Hi, I just saw something about people seeking permission and blaming the things, the systems in their lives for their condition and why they're not where they want to be yet. And first of all, I think that if you want to accomplish something, you need to switch your bias towards action. So a lot of people say they want to do something and genuinely maybe in their heart they want to do something, but they don't. That is a pattern that can be remedied by, as soon as you think it, do it. As soon as you think it, get in motion of doing it. So that way, even if the action you take is not the correct action, you will get redirected to the correct one, through process of elimination or through someone actually just like outright telling you or you discovering like the right way to go about it. And also, like, I think come from, if you have a perspective that there are limits upon your capacity for accomplishment, I think that you should take the biggest one. Maybe you have like five, I don't know, three, one, I don't know, but take the biggest one. And instead of thinking of it as your detriment, try to reframe it in a way of like, what did this set of circumstances teach me? Like, what is unique to my lived experience because of these circumstances? Also, what did I learn? What did I learn and what skills did this instill in me through my lived experience, right? And therein lies a unique perspective opportunity for you to move through the world with, right? Because when it comes down to it, I think the most valued thing over time is going to be, throughout history and in the future, especially as we approach the crescendo of AI's dabbling in creative pursuits, is going to be perspective, right? Who you are in the world, what you've seen, what you've learned, and what you're doing with that, your mission because of that, and how those things have informed your mission or guided your mission. This also taps back into an obligation of excellence, right? Because wasting your life potential, wasting your life force energy, wasting this first time consciously living this life or living a life on earth is not living fully fulfilling your obligation to excellence, because you can't rely on excuses. Like, you have to, these difficulties, they're there so that you can overcome them. You have to overcome. You have to literally overcome. You have to think of a way out and think of how it has given you more skill. That I want you to empower yourself with the perspective of, how did this shape your perspective? How did this give you a unique edge? How does this make you who you are? Okay? And I think that shift alone will make the biggest difference for accomplishing what you want to accomplish. I was just thinking about this. Like I said, I saw a video that was talking about, it was like I was like an astrologer talking about how people come to her for perspective, or permission to do what they want or to fulfill their life's purpose, or why they can't tell them why they can't fulfill their life's purpose, like to validate that perspective. But I don't think you deserve to subscribe to that notion that you need permission to do that, because it's like a mission, it's like a purpose to use your skills and your perspective and your abilities to serve the greater good of humanity. You know what I mean? So get on that. I think you deserve to live in that truth, and you deserve to live in the light of how you best help fellow humans. Yeah, humans or non-humans alike, because they also matter, in our world, in the grand scheme of things, as well as on the microcosms of it all. So, I know a lot of people, like, they want to help others. I think, if your mission, if your others include Doesn't necessarily directly include humans, but your focus is on the natural world, life sciences, or otherwise. I think that's advantageous pursuit as well. Yeah. Let that empower you. Let the perceived disadvantages empower you as your unique perspective, as your unique wisdom, and reflect on that. And of course, journal through that. Journal. And if you feel like you can't find a pattern, I think you'll find them as if you keep journaling. So just keep journaling. And switch your bias towards action. What are you going to do today? What are you going to do today to advance your goals and your dreams? What are you going to do today? What are you going to do today? No excuses. No, I would, but no, well, I could, if I X, Y, and Z, then I would. No. What can you do no matter how small it is? I think a lot of times people feel overwhelmed by what it will take to accomplish their dreams, right? Because that in and of itself, that is such a grand idea to place on the mind of a human. It's like their ultimate dream, their ultimate goal. And something I learned when I was going to summer camp was start small so you can finish it all. And that was like a philosophy they used at the dinner table, because they wanted to reduce food waste as much as possible. And that was something that all of the camp counselors would say to us, is start small so you can finish it all. And I took that philosophy and I applied it to everything, right? So if you have a project that you've been envisioning, take the first step and write it down. Now you have a list, okay? And then go to each section of that list, like each bullet point of that list, and do the sub-step, like list out the sub-steps of that, and then like go through that list or list out all the sub-steps. I personally would prefer to list out all the subsets before I get started, and adding as I go, modifying accordingly. But yeah, it just depends on how your brain works, right? That, again, I think journaling can help you sort of sort out in your mind, is like how you organize information, how you systemize things. Work with your skills, work with your inclinations, don't work against. There's a lot, like, I know there's like a lot of advice of how to do X, Y, and Z, how to do this, how to do that, but it's like the best thing that works for you is like what you do regularly, like what you do automatically. It might not necessarily be the best thing, but like, you don't need to spend your life optimizing things, right? Like if things flow the way they are and your work is still coming out, like give those systems the most like grace and attention. Like if you find yourself making like a pile of laundry in a certain place, just put a hamper there. Stuff like that, okay? Excuse me, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm working on a project, but then I had that was like watching that video, and so I just wanted to make a quick video about that because I was talking to myself about it. I was like saying out loud, like, use the information, but it's better to just record it and share it, because these are things that I think about, and then when I tell someone it, they're like, oh, that's a really good idea, you should share that. So I'm like, okay, yeah, let's share it. And that's why we're here, right? Okay, that's why we're having this conversation. Okay, well, do something small today, even if that means setting up an email account with the name of whatever project or whatever business idea that you have. Even if it means looking up the laws surrounding the type of business you want to have, watching a video about taxes or something, anything. Do something. Start small so you can finish it all, bit by bit, step by step. It's going to be okay. There's nothing you can't do with enough focused mental energy. Our minds are the most potent and incredible supercomputers that we are aware of, and nothing can beat that. Nothing of our own creation can beat that. So trust in yourself, trust your instinct, and know that you have what it takes as long as you persist. Okay? Persistence will get you where you need to go, more than knowledge, more than resource, more than anything, is the persistence. Okay? Keep going. And don't be afraid to take breaks. It's okay to rest. It's necessary to rest. You have to actually add that as a step on whatever list you're doing, is rest. You got this. Have a good day and have some good dreams tonight.